We are live. Little
Stout Sportsmen.
little late, but better late than never.
Yes, definitely better late than never. Yeah, some people got to sleep every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mac got his little nap in. Sorry to wake you up.
It is what it is. It had to be done.
Yeah. If I didn't wake you up, then you'd be up at like 9 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been wide awake all night.
Yeah.
Wishing it wasn't ridiculously windy out so I could go fishing.
Yeah. It's crazy here for a little bit. Like all of a sudden it just got dark and windy, and then all of a sudden it's bright and sunny now. So
yeah, I think right now it's 5 to 10 mile per hour winds, it says. But yeah, I was sitting here at the computer earlier today and that wind was just ripping. And I'm like, ooh, that ain't good. So I didn't even think about going out on the water today or yesterday. Yesterday was, I think, that northeast wind. And then by the end of the afternoon, I was outside doing something and the wind was coming in from the west. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? So that wind changed quite a bit. So
yeah,
probably wouldn't have been the best fishing anyways. So
yeah. Oof. This weekend's not looking very well either.
No, I actually have my weather forecast up right now. Tonight into tomorrow is not good. There's actually a chance of snow showers tonight.
Yeah, we got showers, but no snow. Doesn't say anything about snow.
Yeah,
up here.
Yeah, tomorrow's our high is 42, and Friday night into Saturday a low of 32.
Yeah,
so that's not good.
Yeah, Saturday we have a high of 39 and a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Oof. Yeah, west northwest 23 for me. Oof. That is not good. It's been not considerably windy, but it's been quite breezy. I mean, the majority of the week has been.
It does look, though, after this little cold snap.
Like midweek next week, it looks like it's going to start to pick back up.
Yeah. 61 on Thursday, 66 on Friday, 62 on Saturday. Yep. It looks like there's going to be some rain Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah, 60s, and even May 21st, a ways off, says 69.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit of rain. I mean, pretty much from next Thursday on. I mean, you're looking 40 to 60% almost every day.
Yep.
But you know how that changes.
Yep. Yep. F5 refresh. Oh, it's changed. All right. So what do we want to start off with today?
Do we want to start off with our personal fishing ventures over the past week?
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we'll get into some other news.
Yeah. Okay. Some breaking news.
All right.
We'll talk about fishing first.
I know you did get out fishing.
Yep. I got out on last Saturday.
Okay. And how'd that go for you?
Canisius Lake, and we got the big egg.
You got
the goose egg.
The big goose egg.
Yep. But we didn't see anybody catch anything.
Right. Par for the course, then.
Yeah. Kim said that the one older guy that she talked to on that was kind of on the dock while she was waiting for me to back in the trailer, said they had one pike. It wasn't even a decent one. So
yeah,
nobody is catching anything. And that lake is really, it was weird. Like fishing it that early. I've never fished it that early.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, there's like hardly any weeds at all. So
yeah, that is strange, because you're not going to catch a whole lot into open water, really. I mean, there's nowhere for fish really to kind of sit and ambush or anything.
Yeah, it was really weird. It's hard to fish. So
Is there smallmouth in Canisius?
yes, I think there is.
Okay.
Now that you say that.
That that's like you figure if there's no weeds, no grass or anything really going on, like where are they all stacked up? Where are they hiding?
Yeah.
Unless they're out like deeper water still, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean every once in a while we come across like a small like weed here and there, but it like we didn't get any like we didn't get like catch anything. You know, I tried to cast into it and there was nothing. Yeah, largemouth, northern pike, smallmouth, tiger muskie, walleye, yellow perch, pumpkin seed, bluegill.
Yeah. Not good.
Yeah. Yeah, that lake is frustrating. I think the biggest thing by frustration is the launch. There's only one launch on the whole lake.
Oh, that's the only launch there?
Yep.
Okay, because I've only been there once. So.
Yep, and it gets busy.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, imagine like on a tournament day.
Tournament day or an actual day where the weather is actually decent in the summer.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, so I mean, I got lucky and actually found a parking spot, but the whole lawn or the whole parking lot was full.
Wow.
So I think it says here parking for 45 cars with trailers. So and people were making their own spots. So you're probably talking 50 boats out there.
Yeah. It's just, 50 boats out there that are launched anyway.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we really didn't get anything. It was a good day. We got the dog on the boat for, I think we were out there 10:30 till almost 5.
Yeah.
So almost 7 hours.
Yeah, that's
she did well.
That's a long day. It's a fairly long day on the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially when you're not catching them.
Yeah, that was rough.
That can be a long, tough day.
Yeah. But we we took a little time for lunch. We stopped in and let the dog go to the bathroom. But yeah, we fished. I mean, tried to stick to my move around when you're not catching.
Yeah, just power fishing. Keep throwing the sink at them.
Yep. And we got around the lake a little bit. So
boat running good though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trolling motor came home with 4 bubbles, left with 4 bubbles, came home with 4 bubbles. So
nice. Yeah.
I did order a meter so I can actually get a percentage.
I did see the picture of that you sent me. So you actually have a voltage readout rather than a 3 or 4 bubble.
Yeah, it gives the voltage readout and the percentage.
Okay.
So we'll get that hooked up here when it comes in. I think it's supposed to come in this week or next week.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah. Nothing.
It's disappointing. I've had actually every time that I've been fishing this year on the boat, we've actually caught fish.
Caught fish.
I'm pretty sure we've caught fish every time. Out on the boat at least. Yeah, we went out. Can't remember if we went out over the weekend. But I know we went out Monday morning.
Yeah.
And
Saturday you worked because I asked you. I was like,
oh yeah.
I asked you if you're having as much luck as I was.
Yeah. I think Saturday, if I remember, was actually a pretty nice day.
Yeah.
I think. And I don't know if we went out Sunday or not. I can't remember. I don't know if we went Sunday and Monday or if we just went Monday. Maybe it was just Monday, but I think we were on the water by probably about 9:00, and we went out. There was probably a couple dozen boats on the bay.
Yeah,
and mostly guys fishing for smallmouth. We went over to the spot that everybody likes to fish for smallmouth, and we sat over there and got got hit with the wind for, I don't know, probably about an hour and a half, and didn't get anything. Didn't really see anybody else catching anything. But one of the local guys down here that does a lot of charters this time of year for bass, he was actually over there, and I didn't see him pulling anything in, and he's usually on them. So we ended up moving. We went back in the shallow areas where I like to fish anyway, and we got back there, and we pretty much proceeded to hammer some largemouth for a couple hours. Because, like watching my video from the other day, we really didn't move a whole lot.
Yeah,
There was no reason to. I mean,
yeah.
We had probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 fish within the first 30 minutes back there.
That's nice.
And it wasn't as steady as that, but I mean, over the course of a couple hours, we had, 15 or 20 easily. So
cool.
You just stop counting after a while. So
yeah.
But before I did start shooting video, usually I like to fish a little bit, catch a couple fish before I go and put on all the camera gear and get everything out and ready to go, just to make it worthwhile. And I think she caught the first 2 fish before I even had anything. She was fishing my the 4-inch Senko,
Okay.
a wacky brig. And I was fishing a lipless crankbait like I always do. I'm just trying to cover some water. And first fish I had, I think, was about 2.5 pound. Got that in, tossed it back. And then like 1 or 2 casts later, just this big hammer just hit it. I'm like, holy crap, what is this? So, and she came up, jumped, and I'm like, that's a nice fish. And so we're, this is still early in the day for us, so we're a little excited. And so we didn't have the net ready. The net was underneath a bunch of stuff. So she goes to grab the net, and I'm just trying to tire the fish out a little bit up by the boat. And she gets the net down in there, and he had just spit the hook.
Oof.
And I'm like, man, that's probably one of the biggest largemouth I've ever caught back here. So, and she, after it came off, it looked like it was disoriented, because he kind of like went in a circle, and you could see him. He was like 6 inches under the water. So she went to try and scoop him, but missed. But anyways, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, if he's back here or she's back here, I'm like, there's a good chance, we'll catch him on a different bait in a little bit.
Yeah.
She's just got to calm down. And I'm pretty sure that largemouth, that bigger one that Ann did catch, which wasn't, we didn't get that one on video when she caught it, because it was maybe half an hour later. But that one I weighed it in at 3.81 pounds, which is 3 pounds 13. That was a nice bass for back there.
Yeah.
So that was a good time. She was super excited and happy with that. So was I. So
yeah, you caught numbers.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them were small, but I mean, the majority of them were 1.5 to 2 pounds, I would say. What you saw on camera was, I don't know, there was some little 1-pounders, if that, and I think the biggest one on camera might have been like 2.5. But
nice.
But it was a little bit windy out, which was good. The wind was blowing like ideally. So I'm like, we should probably go back to that point and fish that. She's like, all right, well, we didn't do very well last time. And I'm like, no, the wind's how it needs to be to hit that point right. And yeah, they were over there.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was pretty happy. It'd be nice to actually go and fish other spots, but if I can't catch fish, out in the bay or in other spots, I'm gonna, especially with the conditions how they were, I'm gonna go back to that honey hole, and I know I can catch fish there.
Yeah.
So if you're not catching, that's where I'm going. Yep.
All right. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all of our adventures for the week.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, other than I haven't fished since Monday. We thought about it yesterday, but like I said, it was a little bit windy yesterday still too. And definitely won't be fishing tomorrow. Definitely a little bit too cold. So
yeah. Well, hopefully this quick cold, whatever you want to call it, cold days.
Closer. Yep.
Yep. and then hopefully that turns on the warmth.
Yeah, midweek next week or so. Yep.
All right.
I see Jeff's been on here a few minutes watching. How's it going? You see him on your screen or no?
Nope.
Okay. Jeff asked how much for that voltage readout meter.
I think it was like 15 or something like that.
Okay.
It's on Amazon. I can look it up real quick. Recent order. Oh, what's my Amazon password?
Yeah, what is your password?
Let's see. It's currently unavailable, but let's see what I paid. $16.69.
That ain't too bad.
No.
Yeah.
But it has, let's see. There's a bunch of them on there. I just had to find one because there was a bunch that weren't acceptable for lithium, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to find one that would take lithium batteries.
Okay.
But this has voltage meter, battery capacity tester, and a temperature indicator panel. So there's like a little temperature gauge on it.
All right.
So yeah. So we'll get that hooked up and see how it works.
You just gonna mount that somewhere closer to the battery box area, or somewhere closer to the cockpit? Or you can
I've
mine with like right up at the trolling motor too. You could.
Yeah, I was thinking of mounting it. I can mount it into the front, the black plastic piece that goes across the front.
The kick plate.
Yeah, the kick plate. I can mount it there. I was also thinking of just mounting it in the rod storage box.
Mm-hmm.
And I might just do that to start instead of running the wires everywhere. I'll just mount it there and see how it works before I go mounting it anywhere.
Right.
Because I really don't want to start cutting holes if it's not going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. It's always tough to fill those holes back in.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably just put it in the rod storage box right above it.
Yeah.
Just to start, see how it works, and then if I like it enough, I'll mount it up front.
Okay. Now, is that something that's waterproof and all weather? Heavy duty, rugged?
Let's see. It says marine RV. I don't know how waterproof it is. Yeah, it doesn't really say much of anything about waterproof.
Okay.
But it uses the word marine, so you know. Yeah, I'm not getting any comments.
Okay.
So you have to be comment guy.
I'll be the comment guy. I'll be the relay. Yeah, I've been watching more YouTube videos lately, the last couple of days, on guys fishing for smallmouth down here. And just after watching various different channels, videos and stuff like that, there's a common theme on where the majority of them are fishing. Because I mean, I pretty much anywhere somebody's shooting video, I can kind of figure out where they are.
Yeah.
And the majority of them are fishing where I've been fishing for smallmouth. And then there's also some guys that are fishing out on the lakeside. There's got the little, whatever you call them, breakwalls or little jetties in front of the beaches. And a lot of them are just actually, spot locking right off of those and just fishing those and hammering them too.
Yeah.
So I gotta get out on the main lake side, and see if I can't mark anything up there.
Nice.
Give me some more options anyway, because I mean they're catching them. But
you could put that side image to work. Just kind of ride down there and see if you can find them.
Because it's frustrating watching these videos and you're looking at the dates and you're like, man, like I was probably out fishing that day and like I didn't catch any of the smallmouth. They're there. Yep. Got to be patient. And I mean, most of the guys are using either swim baits, tubes, the good old tube, and then lipless blade baits. That's pretty much what's doing it. Some of the guys are using Ned rigs. Like I have all that stuff I can catch them. Oh, that's nice.
That's the new one.
That almost looks leathery.
Yeah, it's got the more of the plastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has that kind of leathery look to it.
That leather sheen.
You're saying swim baits.
Yeah.
This is the new ones I got.
And what length are those ones?
These are the 4.4 in melon flash.
Nice. So I guess one of the big colors that we're using down here is like that goby color.
Goby, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It's got pretty much a silver bottom and then a green top.
Nice. And one of the fish I did catch, actually I caught on camera Saturday or Monday, was a smallmouth. I had gotten one on, and Ann had her line out, and she set her rod down against the back of the boat, grabbed the net, and she's like, "Watch my pole." As the pole is starting to move because there was a fish on it. I'm like, "Oh!" So we had to do a little bit of audio editing for that clip because there was some choice words getting. I don't need those, so I edited out some audio there. But we had a double header on for a minute.
Nice.
But I didn't even realize it at first until I pretty much had the thing unhooked, and I'm like, holy crap, this is a smallmouth. I'm like, first time I'd seen or caught a smallmouth back there. Anyways, I don't know if he got lost or what. But
straggler.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah. Nice to catch those every now and then. Just a little bit different of a fight. Anyway.
Yeah. They definitely like to, no matter their size, they definitely fight. Well, I think they actually fight harder than a largemouth.
Yeah. Yep. Stubborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that one's maybe 2 pounds that I'd caught. But even a 2 pound smallmouth has still got some fierceness to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So what other big news is going on in the bass world?
Breaking news.
News, yeah.
You woke up to it.
Yeah, I woke up to this news, yep.
We'll just put it on the screen.
Yeah, I'm really gonna I'm definitely gonna look into getting that weekend off after the final day of weigh-ins. I'd like to fish that Saturday, Sunday. I think that'd be a good time.
So Bass announces revised 2020 tournament schedule. Woohoo! Yes. So let's go down to the dates. We don't care about what all they had to say.
Right. So dates and places.
Let me zoom in a little bit. All right. June 10th through the 13th, Lake Eufaula. I think that was...
That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yep.
That's one of the ones they're going to anyways, but I don't know if it's the same time.
Right.
So, Lake Eufaula, they were going to. And then we have different one here, Mr.
Somebody
Matt.
that wasn't on the schedule before.
Cayuga Lake again.
Cayuga Lake. That's
And
That's very welcome for the both of us.
Yep.
So that's one of both of our favorite lakes to fish.
The 14th through the 17th, which is, and we talked about this before we started, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday tournament. Weekday tournament.
Yes, very, very different. And so we talked a little bit, and we'd actually like to go down for final weigh-ins Friday, and then possibly stay and fish Saturday, Sunday, the weekend afterward. That'd be a great time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah, I'm definitely going to have to try and make that happen.
The interesting thing is they are 3 weeks in a row in New York. Now, Lake Champlain's on the border between New York and Vermont, but the tournament is actually out of New York.
Right.
And they got St. Lawrence River out of New York.
Yep.
And they are back to back to back.
Yes. But you figure, I mean, the greatest distance is Cayuga to Champlain. I would think that's the furthest. I mean, what is that? A 4-hour ride, maybe?
Yeah. But that's why I think they're going.
Yeah, they're going Cayuga to St. Lawrence.
Yeah.
That's going to be that's going to throw a little bit of a monkey wrench into our live stream schedule too.
It's going to be rough.
Yeah. Trying to make picks for the next week while they're still fishing.
So it's actually 4.5 hours from Cayuga to Waddington.
Okay. Yeah, that still is a little bit of a drive. Yep. Still got to go over 90, up 81, and then back over.
Yep.
Yeah. And then St. Lawrence to Champlain, that's probably not terribly far, maybe 3 hours at the most, I would think.
It is 2 hours and 57 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
3 hours. Yeah. I mean, actually it all depends. I think they're going to Plattsburgh, so it'll actually be.
I'm trying to think where Plattsburgh is on Champlain.
Like in the middle, on the west side.
Middle west. Well, obviously it's got to be the west.
Yeah. So that's only 2 hours from Waddington to Plattsburgh.
Okay.
So 3 weeks in New York, which we're getting a lot of tournaments up here.
That's good.
And I believe, I don't know yet, as far as Bass Pro Tour and FLW, they were both scheduled to fish on the St. Lawrence also. So I don't know if their schedules have been revised yet.
Okay.
So we got that. What's after that? Lake Sinclair.
Yes, good old Sinclair. That's out Detroit area.
Yep. It's the kind of, I guess, the Detroit River runs north and south of it, and it's kind of right smack dab in the middle.
I believe that's between Lake Huron to the north and Lake Erie to the south. Yep. Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of a bubble there. Is it the Detroit River above?
Detroit River is below.
Below.
Detroit is the southwest of the lake.
Yeah. So it's the St. Clair River to the north that runs into it.
Yes, it is. Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at the map as well. Yep. Now they are only allowed to fish the.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if they can fish the Canadian side or not.
Oh yeah, I think they can fish the Canadian side.
Okay.
Like the St. Lawrence River, you can fish the Canadian side also.
Okay. You just need to be licensed over there too, I would assume.
Yeah, and I think for the tournaments you have to be so like a lake that borders both. I think you have to have both licenses.
Like kind of the same situation for Champlain, so you probably have to be licensed for New York and Vermont.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder how much money those guys spend every year just in fishing licenses. I mean, at least this year you can knock out 3 states with. Well, you got 3 events in New York, but you got to get one New York, and you're going to probably have to get Canada and Vermont still. So
yeah. I don't know about those rules, but I mean, I'd assume that. I mean, I think you're kind of handicapping yourself if you buy a New York license.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
be watching your graph the whole time, making sure you're on the dotted line.
Yeah, I've done that a few times myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So St. Clair, but I'm not sure with the river if they're allowed to fish the river.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure the rules on that.
I think I want to say last year there was a certain bridge or something they were allowed to go to, maybe.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think that they can fish some of the rivers, but maybe not the entirety.
Like I know, I believe for the St. Lawrence they're allowed to fish Lake Ontario.
Yes.
It's a long run.
Yes, it is. A dangerous run at sometimes too, with as many submerged boulders and whatnot. Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
But I almost want to say Lake Erie is off limits though for St. Clair, because I think there was talk of some of the guys wanting to make a run out to Lake Erie for the smallmouth, but
yeah,
because from what I remember, St. Clair is just a very, very flat.
It's a bowl. It's.
I mean, you could be out in the middle of the lake and it'd be what, like 10, 12 feet, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not very deep.
Just a big flat almost.
All right. So then they go to Santee Cooper.
Mm-hmm. South Carolina.
I don't know much about Santee Cooper.
I don't either. I know they've fished there a few times.
But it's in October, so there's a big gap there.
Yes.
They're going to miss they're not fishing at all for September. Mm-hmm. They go to October, so Santee Cooper. And then they're going to go to one of our other fished lakes.
Yes.
Chickamauga.
Yes, and we missed that earlier this year. Was that the first event that got canceled?
Yes.
Or actually, it originally got pushed back for weather, didn't it?
Yeah, so it was canceled for weather on like the Saturday or Sunday when they're fishing Platka.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I canceled like right before like everybody was heading there. Mm-hmm. For weather and flooding. And then it got moved to, it was a week or two after it was 2 weeks after the Classic. Mm-hmm. And then it got canceled because of the virus.
The virus. Huh, I haven't heard anything about the virus.
Yeah, we won't mention it.
No.
So yeah, now they're fishing it in October, which we've fished it in October.
Yes. It was a warm October though. Like 80 degrees warm.
Yeah.
But we still caught fish, so I'm sure they can catch a few.
Yeah. It'll be different because normally they're fishing that summer or they're fishing that the spawn time.
Right. Yep.
So they're way off now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think majority of the guys are probably used to fishing that, like you said earlier in the year.
Yep.
Like right around spawn, post spawn, or so.
I'd assume like April through June, July is when they normally fish there.
Yep.
So now they're going to fish it in October.
Yep. And that last event, November 5th through the 8th, on Lake Fork.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty late in the year. Wow.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be. I think they're getting a full schedule though, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Full schedule and. So that pushes our show to June 10th. So we'll actually get back to fantasy fishing. Beginning of June, we'll start our shows back up.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that'll give us something to do.
Yeah.
I know for work-wise, I'm sure there's going to be multiple weeks in the next couple of months where we're going to be down, not up running production or anything. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be off of work, but anyway, I'll be able to do quite a bit of fishing still. Now, I probably will be covering, second shift for majority these next couple of months. One of our other supervisors is out getting his back buttoned up, but so most likely some of our live stream times or days may have to change. So I'll be doing like 3 to 11, 3 to midnight, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
Figure that all out, but we'll see.
Well, some not so live shows.
Yeah, we can do that too. Or if it's slow enough at work, I can just take my laptop and just kind of do a half-assed live stream.
Yeah, we'll see how it rolls.
Yeah. Yep.
But hopefully, we'll have some actual like fishing videos on our channel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to really to get out and start catching some smallmouth. The water temps still aren't optimum yet for spawn, but they are doing some pre-spawn feeding.
Yeah.
The water temps Monday out in the main bay, the water temps were 51 to 2 degrees, and then back in where I was fishing in the shallower areas, 55 to 57 degrees.
Nice.
So that's big difference in water temp, and I could tell. I mean, that sweet spot for me is like 58. Well, actually, anywhere from 55 to 60 degrees that's a sweet spot.
Yeah, we were only at I think 48 to like 50 on Canisius, depending on where we were.
Yeah.
So
how deep is Canisius in the deeper spots?
There's the middle. I think we saw 60. We're running across the lake.
Yeah, so you got that deeper water holding that cold
Yep.
water still.
Yeah, it was. There are spots where, surprisingly, there's definitely some shallow spots in the lake, but there's a lot of like quick drop offs down near the southern end. We were fishing near some docks, and 1 minute it's 8 foot, and then it's 20 foot, and it's a matter of 10 to 15 feet, moving in and out.
Yeah.
So
those are
drops right off.
Those are good places to be fishing. So
yep.
If the fish weren't there, then like you said earlier, I mean, nobody was catching anything, not just bass, but
yeah. Honestly, I haven't had many days where I saw other people catch fish and I wasn't. So,
have you ever looked up any tournament weights from Canisius? Whether it's a 1 or 2 day tournament, like average bag weights or anything like that. It'd be interesting to see what people are catching.
I can look up real quick. The Western New York Bassmasters are fishing at August 29th.
Hmm.
I thought they had their
You know what would be nice? Just to get 3 weeks off of work and just go up and just follow and fish with the Bassmaster guys in New York that whole time.
it'd be weird because, you know, like you'd want to be out fishing, but
Yeah, just to go up and follow them around, and then the days that they're in between, fish what they just fished, and
Yeah.
then follow it, and then follow them up to the next venue. But man, I only got 13 days of vacation left, so that won't work.
Of course. Of course, the day they want to actually find like past things, they don't have it up here. Yeah, I can find it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let me see if I can find.
Yeah, so going back to the Santee Cooper Lakes in South Carolina, I believe that's out of Charleston, I believe. So I think the Cooper River runs into the Charleston Bay there. Yeah.
Cool.
Find anything there?
Yes.
Okay.
One sec. People need somebody to keep track of things. It's horrible. Canisius. All right. July 10th, 2019. First place was 21 pounds. They had a lunker of 510. Second place was 19.4. Third was 18.11. Let's see.
It's not. I mean, that's not a bad bag for there.
Yeah. Yeah, Canisius, you don't get a lot of the smaller fish though, because of the pike and the walleye.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of feeding food for them.
Yep. So with that, you definitely don't get the numbers, but you get decent fish when you do catch them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised that the amount of like smaller, like 1 pounders that we caught on Monday. Because to get back into that area, that's kind of where a lot of the pike like to kind of go
Hang
into
out.
feed. So I think the largemouth, the smaller ones that are back there are probably ones that stay back there most of the year and aren't kind of running
Gotcha.
through the channels and stuff to get back in because there's decent sized pike back there. And I don't know if you've ever watched any underwater footage of pike hitting on perch and bass and stuff, but it's pretty impressive.
Pretty vicious. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and they're just broadside and one 1.5 pound bass. It's pretty cool.
All right.
So you also notified me today of the new sweepstakes.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Cherry. So what are your thoughts on that?
Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick.
Yeah, so it's a trip for one person to fish with Hank Cherry, round trip domestic air for winter, 2-night hotel accom, rental car, and 500 spending. So it's normal for most of their sweepstakes giveaways.
Yep.
Bass Cat Saber FTD with a Merc 150 Pro XS, and then prize pack Garmin Panoptix Live Scope Power Pole $500 gift certificate and apparel. Abu Garcia rods and Berkeley baits and some other stuff. Yeah, are the Bass Cats are those aluminum or are those fiberglass? I can't remember.
They're fiberglass.
Okay, because there's not a whole lot of guys fishing Bass Cats.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah, maybe I should just say I don't see a whole lot of them my way. maybe that's the right way to say it.
All right, let's pull this up. Yes, I mean, Panoptix Live Scope, not bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get some cool stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, what does it say? 52,000 or yeah, $52,500 worth of stuff.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not at all.
I'm looking at the Bass Cat website right now. Oh, not a bad looking boat. If somebody was going to give me one, sure, I'd take one.
Yeah, a lot of the boats they give away on this are your smaller bass boats.
Yeah, usually like a 18, 19 foot. I don't know. I don't even know if I would want, if I was like a millionaire tomorrow, I don't know if I would. I don't think I would want to go out and buy a 21-foot bass boat. I don't think I would. I think I might go with like a 19, but I don't think I would want anything that big.
Just with the water that we fish up here,
mm-hmm.
and walleye fishing and all that,
you're gonna stay with the deeper V anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with the deep V. Yeah.
I mean,
more my style.
If there was something right in between the two, but you really can't though, just because of the hull design. It's one or the other. There's no like happy medium. Your style of boat is the happy medium.
Yeah,
like a bigger walleye boat and a bass boat. You're right. You're already right there in the middle. So
yeah. And I mean, my next boat is going to have more storage. That's just the biggest part. So I might end up going to like a 19 or 20 foot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more for storage.
Yeah,
a little bit bigger motor.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm kind of battling with right now too. I mean, I have under seat storage, and then usually like the rods, I usually have tucked along the starboard side, kind of right underneath my seat. We just stuff. We usually take 6 rods with us. Two or three for her and 3 or 4 for me, and that's where we just put them. And then usually I fish the front of the boat. I'll have my 3 or 4 up there, and she'll have hers in the back. But it's like you said, a little bit bigger boat just accommodates more stuff you can put in there.
So we can do one more thing.
Yeah.
And it actually works out perfect because today would have been my dad's birthday.
Yes, May 7th.
Mm-hmm. I was in the garage the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I found an old tackle box.
Oh.
I did pick out some of the good stuff already.
You
earlier. We got the old plastic style Plano.
Yep. I remember that box.
So let's just take a look, see what we got. Flay knife.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, this was this little tiny guy. A bunch of leaders. They said I've already gone through, pulled out some of the good stuff earlier. Some real tiny hooks.
Ooh, wow. What are those, like 8s and 10s?
I don't know what that is, but holy crap.
Wow. For catching minnows. So you can just catch perch.
We got those. All right. Go to the next drawer. All right, here's where it gets good. Look at this. Straight up.
Wow. That's interesting.
It's a Rapala.
Mm-hmm.
Rapala sliver.
Huh. It's weird that it's it's jointed that far back.
Yeah.
They're more middle-ish, but that's interesting.
So I'm gonna have to look that up. See, some of this might actually be worth money. Look at the hooks on this. There's little tiny guys.
Wow. Yeah.
Looks like a
tail hook looks even smaller, isn't it?
it's about the same size.
Those are probably what, 6s? Size 6?
Yeah. They're even the back one's even like bent out already.
Yeah, you must have had a good one on there.
I don't know. I forget what these are. It says Jiffy, but it's a little.
Okay. Yep.
And we got one in red and black. Check out that hook setup.
Ooh. Wow. Interesting.
A floating Rapala without any hooks on it. Another one. Looks the same. Yellow chartreuse. Then we got a orange one.
Nice.
Guess my dad liked Rapala. Oh, this is a Rebel. Rebel Fast Track. Let's see if I can get in. That is actually green and chartreuse.
Mm-hmm.
We got. I guess you like this jointed jerk baits. We got a perch kind of colored one. We got another. I think this is another Rapala. Red. Looks like it's hand painted.
Right. Yeah.
Another jointed Rapala.
Mm-hmm. Some big money there, man. Rapalas aren't cheap.
Yeah, no, I was gonna have to look up some of these and see what they're worth.
Mm-hmm.
Some old vintage stuff. This one caught my eye. I'm not sure exactly what that does.
Are those all like metal build?
Oh yeah,
Or list, I should say.
There's a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're metal. All right, that's just one drawer, and I got all this stuff.
Is that three drawers?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, you can like the difference in hooks from what we use now to then.
Yeah,
it's funny. Oh, this one's a good one. So we have a bobber, a little crankbait, another little crankbait. We got some flies.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, little mini jig heads. This is like a crappie, the bucktail on it. We got some jig heads.
Yeah. Yep.
Some yellow bucktails. A piece of rubber, I guess. Stuck to my fingers. Got two of those. And here's a treasure. An original wigglewort.
Ooh, nice. Really nice.
Oh, this is a 4-drawer. I was wrong.
Geez.
Oh, all right. First of all, we'll just pull it out like that. We got maybe that actually looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
We have a file, straight up.
Right. Yeah, for sure. For sharpening hooks. Yeah.
The file. We have a plastic cable tie.
Zip tie.
Zip tie. Look at this guy. A rattle and wrap.
Yeah. Is that a Bill Lewis?
It says rattle and wrap Rapala.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
This is back when they were made in Finland.
Oh, wow.
And we have, what is this? A Storm Lures.
Yep.
And that's the metal bill again.
Mm-hmm.
Got some of these. These would be good for walleye.
Yeah. It's interesting just to see the evolution of the baits.
Yeah.
Over the decades here.
We got a rattle trap.
Mm-hmm.
That actually looks like a what is that? The where it's at? It's not a rattle trap. That's a
Spot.
super spot. Cotton. Yeah. We have another jointed Rapala. We got a big old bill on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Copper. Got some more. Oh, here we go. Rapala. I think this is a DT6.
Yeah, that's short and fat. Wow.
We got some fuses. Another orange jointed guy here. And we got I forget what these are called. This is a rattle and thin fin.
Interesting.
Oh, and last but definitely not least. It's a straight up
J plug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the hook setup on that thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And the last drawer is empty. And I have two boxes here. We got another J plug. Let's see what it has for hooks here. A mess of hooks with string. We got another one of those little crazy guys with an X5. The crazy hooks on it.
Yep.
We're gonna have to do some footage of these.
Yeah.
Some underwater footage.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how those track. Yep.
Is this a Blue Fox Super Vibrix?
Oh, spinnerbait. Yep.
Old school.
Yeah.
Check out this. Not even sure. I think that top water, maybe.
Yeah, that looks like a spook, kind of like a smaller, shorter spook, maybe.
Yeah. And my dad had his Daredevil collection. Spoons.
For those Ontario King Salmon.
Oh, look at this. I can just throw this out. It's a spinner bait, and here's all the plastic
right.
just crushed up. All right, close that one up. One last box. And more spoons. More of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Cool looking spoons with a little bead in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you can still buy the sticker kits and all that to make your own. Yep.
Oh, I think this is like a little Norman or something. I'm not sure. Hooks are all rusted and stuck. We got a little little guy. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's old school lures.
Yeah.
One last one there.
A blast from the past. Yeah.
These like must clack together and.
Mm-hmm.
Little Cleos.
Yeah, Cleos are expensive. Have you seen the price on those things these days?
Really?
It's crazy. They're not cheap. I'll go spend like $8 or $10 on bass baits, but I look at like a $6 or $7 Cleo and I'm like, oh, that's too much.
So that's a little trip down memory lane.
Yeah, interesting.
I have to do a little eBay and see if they're worth anything.
Right. Yeah. Some of that stuff. Yep. Some of those Rapalas for sure. Yep.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's really all I got too. It's nice to finally see, that new Bassmaster lineup for the remainder of the year. That gives us some hope.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And especially having 3 New York tournaments back to back to back, that's nice.
That's cool. Yeah,
but I definitely do want to try and get up for at least for Cayuga, that first event, and then after that Friday weigh-in, stay up and weather permitting, that Saturday Sunday fish up there, for my birthday weekend. That would be nice. Yeah, that'd be real nice.
Yeah, I mean, it'd definitely be a cool kind of works out because. I mean, I'd like to go to, if I'm going to go watch them, I'd like to go fish like afterwards or something.
Right. Yep.
And that kind of works out. Like, you can go fish the weekend and enjoy it.
Yeah. And like even if we take 1 or 2 boats up, whatever ends up happening, they're launching out of Union Springs.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, it'd probably be obviously better for us to launch from,
state launch.
Yeah, the state launch on the west side, just to kind of keep out of everybody's hair. Yeah.
Well, now that we have dates, maybe we can look up and see what we can do
for Airbnb or something like that.
Yep.
I know most of those people are just about ready to sell.
Yeah.
Especially like that, the super hosts and stuff like that. The people with multiple properties are taking a beating right now.
Yeah, I bet.
They're not renting anything out, but
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's close it out.
Yeah, let's close it out. Appreciate you guys for stopping in and watching.
Yep.
Like and subscribe.
Definitely.
What are we going to plan on for next week? I know next week, work wise, we're not running production, but I will be there on second shift, kind of babysitting some furnaces.
It's up to you. I'm pretty much free as far as I know.
All right, so we may have to do. I'm going to be there Sunday afternoon through Friday night, so maybe we might have to do like a next Saturday, or maybe just try and chime in with through the cell phone or something.
Sounds good.
Just kind of do a short one, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yep. So in the meantime, stay stout.
Stay stout. This is Matt and Scott, and we're out of here.
Latest.